What's going on, everybody? So right now I'm kind of in a waiting mode, just waiting for the fall film festivals to start. So I thought I would do something that I did a few months ago where I changed the best actor winners. I thought I would do the same thing with the best picture winners. I'm surprised I haven't done this earlier, but honestly, the AMPTP still have refused to end the strike. So it's just fuck. As always, let me know what you all think, and let's just get started with 2010. So the King's Speech wins, and you can see the nominees there. Honestly, pretty solid lineup if you ask me. I've given my thoughts on the King's Speech a lot already. Some people like the movie, but just don't think it was a great Best Picture winner. I completely disagree. I don't like the movie. I don't think it's very good, so obviously I don't think it was a worthy Best Picture winner, but that is just my opinion. And if you know me at all, you know what I'm gonna pick. Shout out to Toy Story 3, the best Pixar movie in my opinion. Shout out to Black Swan and Inception, but this is clearly the Social Network should have been the best picture winner. Quentin Tarantino's pick for the best movie of the 2010s. One of my favorite movies of all time, so obviously it's going to win there. 2011, The Artist wins best picture. This is just such a weird lineup. I don't enjoy the 2011 movie Oscar year. I'm not passionate about a lot here outside of one movie, which is obviously going to be my pick, and you already know what it is. Shout out to The Tree of Life, because I do need to rewatch that movie. A weirdly fascinating movie, although I didn't love it at the time. But Moneyball is absolutely my pick. I know this is on a Sorkin shit again, but I promise that'll change. This movie is incredible. It's a 5-star movie for me. I think it's my favorite movie of 2011. That's the pick. 2012, Argo. I like Argo. I think it's a good movie, a very enjoyable movie, a very rewatchable movie, a movie that I feel comfortable showing to my friends. Having said that, I wouldn't pick Argo to win Best Picture here. And it is weird because most of these, Les Miserables aside, get the fuck out of here. I like these movies, but I'm also not passionate about any of these movies. I don't think there's a 5-star movie here for me. So while I wouldn't pick Argo, I'm not mad at it. This is kind of tough, actually. I don't feel great about it, but I'm going to go with Django Unchained as my winner. I do really like Django. I think if it ended 20 minutes earlier, it would be a 5-star movie for me, but it kind of dragged towards the end where I thought it was going to end and then it didn't, and it had another like 20-30 minutes to go. But I do like Django Unchained, so I'm going to pick that one. I don't feel great about that one though. 2013. Okay, this is a very good Best Picture winner. Very good. 12 Years a Slave. A fucking devastating movie. I love this movie. It is a really tough watch, but it is extremely well done. So this is a good winner right here. This is a very good winner. But, for the sake of this video, it's basically asking, like, what's my favorite movie of this year? Like, what would I vote for? And as much as I love 12 Years a Slave, it's between her and The Wolf of Wall Street. Both of those are 5-star movies to me. And I hate to say this because the people who love this movie just completely misunderstand it and are just total assholes a lot of the time. But I am going with The Wolf of Wall Street. Let's go. Scorsese has the best Leonardo DiCaprio performance, in my opinion here. It has the best Jonah Hill performance, in my opinion here. It is an incredible achievement of a movie, and it is amazing. I love this movie. That is absolutely my pick. 2014, Birdman. I loved Birdman. I thought it was incredible. I'm pretty sure I gave it 5 stars. I rewatched it. I liked it a little less. I still really like this movie, but I did like it a little less. This is a pretty good lineup also. I enjoy a lot of these movies. I love The Imitation Game, Grand Budapest Hotel. I'm not even a Wes Anderson guy, but I at least respect it. Boyhood's obviously there. But you see that movie down there by Damien Chazelle, my favorite filmmaker. Whiplash abso-freaking-lutely is the Best Picture winner. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. It is one of the best movies of the decade. 100% Whiplash. That's the one right there. Easy money. 2015, Spotlight wins after a pretty tumultuous Oscar year, I guess you could say. A lot of different things were winning the big prizes, and there was a lot of uncertainty with who was going to win, and especially since Spotlight only won screenplay, and it ended up winning Best Picture. Kind of surprising for some. This is a pretty good year. Obviously, Mad Max, Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant. Like, these are all pretty good movies. And I know for most people, this would probably be a Mad Max if I had to guess. Not for me though. Not for me. This is actually one I agree with. I would give it to Spotlight. I freaking love Spotlight. I love this movie. It is so weirdly rewatchable considering the subject matter is very tough, but it is such a well done journalism movie. I mean, oh my God. Like what a film. It just, everything about it is like pitch perfect to me. That's exactly what I want out of a journalism movie. That's what I want. My favorite movie of 2015. Shout out to Inside Out, which is not even here. Shout out to Steve Jobs, which is not even here. Spotlight takes the cake. Wow. Amazing. Moonlight wins Best Picture after the famous mishap with the envelope. But look at the nominees. I mean, Arrival, La La Land, Manchester by the Sea, Moonlight, which are my 4 favorites. Moonlight is an absolutely goated Best Picture winner, okay? It is. But you already know where I'm going. I'm sorry. If it was anyone else, this is probably staying. But literally, La La Land is right there. I have to go with La La Land. I'm sorry. That feels almost a little wrong to me just looking at it, but I'm sorry. La La Land is literally the best thing ever. That is my personal winner. Once again, shout out my boy Chazelle, who just gets me. He just gets me. What can I say? He just gets me. Honestly, Moonlight is an amazing winner. It is. It's not really fair in this situation because you know how I feel about La La Land, which is incredible. 2017, also a pretty good year. The Shape of Water wins. I know not a lot of people are in for The Shape of Water winning Best Picture. I think it's very good. I would not pick it to win Best Picture, though. Not only does a Best Picture winner have to be, good in your eyes, but to me, the Oscars represent the year in film. And what film do we remember the most from that year and speaks to the time? You combine all of that, and plus it's just an amazing movie made now by officially one of the best filmmakers out here. Get Out wins in my book. I can't believe this didn't win, and it's already looked back on as a mistake. As much as I like The Shape of Water, this is a mistake. Get Out should have won the Best Picture award because it's Get Out. It is what can I say about it? Let's just move on before I keep stuttering again. Okay, 2018. Wow, what a fucking shitty lineup. Oh my god. People know my thoughts on Green Book. While I don't hate Green Book, I don't think it is the worst movie ever made. It is a bad Best Picture winner, hands down. I watched the movie. I was like, that was pretty charming. And then it won Best Picture. And I was like, holy shit. And that's not even talking about the controversies of it all. So no, I can't do Green Book. Absolutely not. This lineup is just so bad. I can't believe this was the lineup. This was awful. Oh my God. Looking at it like this is just awful. To me, it's between Roma and A Star is Born. Roma is without a doubt the achievement. But once again, I'm not afraid to have my cinephile card revoked. If you ask me, what would I rather watch right now? If you hand me both of those movies and you say, pick one to watch right now, I'm picking A Star is Born. That's the one that impacted me the most. Okay. I remember being absolutely knocked out by it when I saw it in the theater. Bradley Cooper, the absolute man, robbed of a Best Director nomination and robbed of a Best Actor win. I don't need to harp on Bohemian Rhapsody, that godforsaken piece of shit movie with an awful, awful performance. A Star is Born is my winner. Let's just move on before people get angry. 2019, beautiful. What a lineup. Oh my God. Even though I don't even care for some of them, none of these movies are just straight up bad to me. I cannot believe Parasite actually won the Oscar, and I don't need to make this video longer than it already needs to be. Parasite is obviously the winner. One of the best movies ever made, argue with the wall. 2020, the COVID year. It's fitting that after one of the best picture winners ever, we get hit with a pandemic, and these are the nominees. Now, considering what we were going through, pretty good lineup. Nomadland wins the Oscar, and while I like Nomadland, I have literally zero desire to rewatch it, and honestly, I don't know if I would even like it again if I rewatched it. Now, luckily, that's not a problem because there is a 5-star movie to me, one of the best of the 2020s so far. For me, it's Minari. I mean, obviously, my whole family is literally starring in that movie. That might as well be me on the poster. So that Minari is absolutely my pick. That should have been the winner, in my opinion. 2021, God, so bad again. Jeez. With all due respect to Coda, what is going on here? Coda wins Best Picture after being nominated for only 3 Oscars. No director, no editing, no nothing. An absolute outlier of a stat breaker. It wins. I don't hate Coda. I think it is the most 3-star movie I have ever seen. This is tough, though. A little similar to how I felt with the Django year, where I like a lot of these movies, but I don't know if I'm passionate about any of them. There's no 5-star movie in here. And maybe that would change if I rewatched, but right now it is between Drive My Car, Dune, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. It is tough. Maybe if I rewatched Drive My Car, I would pick that. But once again, rewatchability matters to me. How much I personally enjoy a movie matters to me. And once again, I am not passionate about this pick, even though I like these movies. I guess I'm gonna go with Dune, and I'm also going to use, not only is Dune like one of my favorite movies of that year, it does speak to that year. Dune is very much a remembered movie of 2021. Whereas something like Coda just is not. So I'm going with Dune. Don't feel great about it, but there you go. And most recently, 2022, Everything Everywhere All at Once puts its dick in the Academy with the 7 Oscars that it won. I still cannot believe how well it did at the Oscars, all things considered. Once again, I am not in the interest of extending my video any longer than it needs to be. Everything Everywhere All at Once is obviously my pick. This is the best movie of 2022, hands down. The next choice is Babylon, which you can see is not even nominated here. So let's go to the wrap up here. So the movies in bold are the ones I've changed. The ones not in bold are the ones that are stayed the same. Out of the 13 years, I would change 10 of them. That doesn't mean I have better taste in the Academy. It's just saying I do have different taste in the Academy. Nothing wrong with that. Well, Coda, Green Book, all in all, like if you look at the actual winners, I don't hate a lot of them. You know, just like Argo's good, 12 Years a Slave is amazing. I love Birdman. Moonlight is obviously incredible. I love The Shape of Water. Green Book is a movie. Nomadland's okay. Coda is a movie. Everything Everywhere obviously is amazing, but they're just not The Social Network. You know, they're not Whiplash to me. So those are all the movies I would change. And once again, let me know what you would change as well in the comments. And stay tuned the next few weeks before I go to TIFF, because I will be bringing back the live stream. So I don't know when I'll do that. Don't know when, but just keep an eye out because it'll come in the next week or so. Once again, links are in the description. Shout out to Damien Chazelle and David Fincher.